Life is not about what you are, it's about what you should be and can become. So push and grow further. Namaskar, welcome to PT Pointers, and in this video, we will cover major headlines of The Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And our first headline is related to Free Movement Regime, which is an arrangement between India and Myanmar, and it allows locals on the both sides to go up to 16 kilometers inside the other country without a visa. And now government is planning to end free movement regime. Our next headline is related to Central Civil Services Pension Rules 2021, which is recently amended by the government to allow women government employees and pensioners to nominate their children for receiving family pension over their spouse if any proceedings for divorce, domestic violence, or dowry demands happen to be pending against the said spouse at the time of their death. Till now, the rules provided for the family pension to first go to the surviving spouse, and children become eligible to receive it only after the death of the spouse. Our next headline is related to Citizenship Amendment Act 2019, which was passed by the Parliament in 2019, but it is yet to be implemented. It facilitates citizenship to undocumented people who entered illegally without visas and passports belonging to 6 non-Muslim communities from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan. It fast-tracks citizenship to people belonging to Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Parsi, Christian, and Jain communities from the 3 neighboring countries who entered India on or before December 31st, 2014. And this act reduces the requirement of aggregate stay in India for applicants from the 6 communities seeking citizenship from 11 years to 6 years. Our next headline is related to Square Kilometer Array Observatory, which is an intergovernmental organization bringing together nations from around the world, and some of the countries taking part in building the observatory include UK, Australia, South Africa, Canada, China, France, India, Italy, and Germany. And it is proposed to be the largest radio telescope in the world, and it aims to build and operate cutting-edge radio telescopes to transform our understanding of the universe and deliver benefits to society through global collaboration and innovation. Now, recently, Reserve Bank of India revised guidelines for classifying accounts and deposits as inoperative accounts and unclaimed deposits by banks. Now, what is an inoperative account? So, friends, a saving or current account is treated as inoperative if there is no customer-induced transactions in the account for a period of over 2 years. Now, what are unclaimed deposits? So, friends, balance in savings or current accounts which are not operated for 10 years or term deposits not claimed within 10 years from the date of maturity are classified as unclaimed deposits. And as per recent norms, account holders can reactivate their inoperative accounts or unclaimed deposits by submitting Know Your Customer documents at all branches, including non-home branches of bank in which they have an account. This move comes after RBI launched 100 Days 100 Pays campaign in June 2023, under which bank must trace and settle the top 100 unclaimed deposits of every bank in every district. Now, recently, mastermind behind the murder of Punjabi singer was declared a designated terrorist by the Centre under Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. The Unlawful Activities and Prevention Act defines a terrorist act as any act committed with an intent to threaten or likely to threaten the unity, integrity, security, economic security, or sovereignty of India, or with the intent to strike terror or likely to strike terror in the people or any section of the people in India or in any foreign country. And friends, government amended Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in 2019 to include the provision of designating an individual as terrorist, and prior to this amendment, only organizations could be designated as terrorist organization. Our next headline is related to sickle cell disease, and it is in the news because more than 1 crore screened for sickle cell disease under National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission. Now let's know more about sickle cell disease. So friends, it is a genetic blood disease which affect red blood cells. Healthy red blood cells are round and they move through small blood vessels to carry oxygen to all parts of the body. But in someone who has sickle cell disease, The hemoglobin is abnormal, which causes the red blood cells to become hard and sticky and look like a C-shaped farm tool called a sickle. It is more common in the tribal population of India but occurs in non-tribals too. And in this context, National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission was launched in 2023 in Madhya Pradesh, and it is being carried out in a mission mode for screening, prevention and management of sickle cell anemia in all tribal and other high prevalent areas, states or union territories of India. Our next headline is related to BRICS, and it is in the news because recently Saudi Arabia officially has become a full member of BRIC group of emerging economies. And do you know, friends, leaders of 5 BRIC nations approved the group's expansion in August 2023 by adding Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. Now let's know more about BRICS. So friends, it took shape in 2006, originally comprised Brazil, Russia, India and China. It was renamed as BRICS after South Africa was accepted as a full member in September 2010. Now what is the importance of BRICS? So friends, it is an important grouping bringing together the major emerging economies from the world, comprising more than 40% of the world's population, around 24% of the world GDP, over 16% share in the world trade. And over a period of time, BRICS countries have come together to deliberate on important issues under 3 pillars of political security, economic and financial, and cultural and people-to-people exchanges. Now recently, Prime Minister of India paid tributes to social reformer Savitribai Phule and Rani Velu Nachiyar on their Jayanti. Now let's know more about Savitribai Phule. So friends, she was the first woman teacher of modern India. She was born in Satara district in poor peasant family and she married to Jyotiba Phule. In 1840, she became the first female teacher in the first school for girls in Pune. She published first collection of poems Kavya Phule, making her the first modern poetess of Marathi. She opened well for the untouchables, and Rani Velu Nachiyar was the first queen to fight against the British colonial power in India. She is known by Tamils as Veera Mangai. So with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.